Hi, I'm Grant Lillis. I'm from Fresno, California. I go to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo from university.
And my name is Anthony Dragusis. I'm also from the same hometown, Fresno. Also go to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
What about Torino made you want to come? Why did you choose this program?
I chose this program because both of our brothers came here, and it was awesome because they gave us a representation of what to expect. And Torino is also really close to the mountains for skiing. They had the Winter Olympics here in 2006, and it's close to the beach, so it has the best of both worlds, also being centrally located to travel other places.
Yeah, no, so like he was saying, like I knew coming over here I wanted to travel a lot, and I knew that Turin was pretty close to Milan, and out of Milan you could basically travel anywhere in Europe for pretty cheap. And me and Anthony, our other roommate Austin, we wanted to travel throughout Europe and see all like different places and all the different mountains and cities. So. And then my brother Connor went, studied abroad, made a bunch of videos, and brought back a bunch of pictures, brought back a bunch of memories, and telling us all about it. And I just thought, okay, if he had that much fun, I'm sure I could have that much fun. So yeah, so because of him, I decided to study abroad.
Very cool. Was there anything in particular about their experience, any stories that they had that made you think, okay, yes, I need to do this?
I would say the cultural differences that they learned when they were abroad that they brought back with them. I definitely noticed that my brother's more outgoing in a sense. He was always outgoing to begin with, but there would be situations where he would go and talk to any person, because being abroad, more than likely you'll be out of your comfort zone. You'll have to ask for things that you wouldn't normally ask back in the United States or wherever you're studying abroad, or your home college. Because of that, I decided I would also like to study abroad.
And like I was saying, my brother Connor, he made a lot of videos while studying abroad, and from the videos I just saw him in all kinds of different situations, from being at clubs to hiking on a mountain to swimming in the ocean to just basically doing anything and everything over here. And just from kind of his overall experience, it kind of made me want. I don't think it's a particular one.
Very cool. So Torino, you guys kind of touched on this, why you chose Torino. Did your brothers have any influence on why you chose here, or was it just kind of the two of you collaborating and coming to that decision together?
It was a mix between the two, I would say. Some of it was my own personal interest. As far as skiing goes, I'm really into skiing. He didn't ski when he was over here, but then he went through some of the experiences that we share in common, like going out at night, having a lot of fun going to sporting events. They have Juventus in Torino for soccer. Neither of us were that into soccer before we ended up coming over here, but now that Juventus has Ronaldo, there's a lot of big games going all the time. Because of that, I chose Torino because of him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, and I guess for me, I guess like you're saying, it ended up being kind of a collaborative thing. We were trying to at first, we kind of knew that Torino was kind of in the back of our mind of where we want to study abroad, because of how much fun our brothers had.
Sure.
But we also wanted to kind of do our own research and make sure this was the right choice for us. And just kind of after looking up a lot of different places to study through the USAC program, we did kind of narrowed it down to 2 or 3 different cities, and then after a while we just decided Torino is kind of the best place for us.
Cool. And then I do have one more that wasn't on the list, but just your choice kind of made me think of it. Did your brothers know each other going into the program, or did they become friends while they were here?
They did know each other going into the program, but then their roommates, they had no idea who their roommates were, and that was somewhat scary for them because they could have been paired with people that aren't similar to them at all. And I feel like everyone that comes abroad is more outgoing, more social, and now they're all 4 of them are best friends, and they all go to different universities. And this summer, 2 years after they studied abroad, they still met up and went on adventures together this summer.
Yeah, like he was saying, you know, they were friends beforehand. But me and Anthony actually, even though we grew up in the same place, we didn't really start, and went to the same college. We didn't really start hanging out until like our brothers started studying, like they studied abroad together, and then after that, like we started like, you know, hanging out more like during the summers and over at school. And that's like we were one of the few people like within our friend groups that wanted to study abroad, and that kind of like got us to become like actual close friends.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool, actually.
Mm-hmm.